Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights, it is episode 97 of Bright Lights, and we're here with you today with the Community Shield. We haven't been in too many Community Shields, ever since when we won the FA Cup many years ago, or a few years ago now, we were in the Community Shield, and now that we just won the title, spoilers alert, if you haven't watched the previous episodes and the Adrian special, what have you done? But we did win the Premier League title last season. So here we are with the Community Shield against Manchester City. In terms of transfers, as everybody wants to talk about them, we actually have one bid still being done right now on the ins. Josh Raman is just a free agent that wants 50k wage coming from Barcelona. Very similar to what Ndiaye was like, and Ndiaye's turned out to be a great player. So very similar to like Thomas Nagai, which people might have remembered that we got in and then sold him for like 35, 40 million to Napoli. I just feel like this guy on 50k wages, we can't lose on him, and then we can sell him on if he's not even that good anyway. The big reason why we're doing this is Matthew King broke his leg in pre-season. He's out for the next 4 to 5 months. It's not good for the Australian. Hopefully he'll be okay. In terms of transfers though, here we are with the transfer history. We've made a lot of sales out, and we've made one big signing on the in so far. There might be one name here that will, shock some people, but Alcott and Porter went out on loan. Lewis Butland, who I said I got in on free last season to sell, we sold him on for 12 mil to Sassuolo, straight up front. But Tim, look, we bought Tim in from Man United for 23 mil. He had a great season last season. I wasn't planning on selling, but when PSG come in for 40 million up front with 9.5 million in the next 12 months, you're going to get that 9.5 mil. You're going to get 50 mil basically for a player like this. You can see that he's not great. He was decent, but he's not great. But you've got Ndiaye, who can play right wing really well. Everybody knows how much I do like of Ndiaye. And with Josh Raman now coming in at centre attacking mid, was going to be Matthew King, for instance, but now Raman as well because of King's injury. We've got enough depth, and obviously as a winger, even though he can't play it particularly well, he played as a winger for many league games last season, was really good. He's obviously got great pace, great crossing, great dribbling, what you want in a winger. I feel like he's quite good out there, and I feel like the squad's really good in a good spot. What we are going to do is obviously we're going to remove Tim's nickname. We did call him Tim because we were trying to pronounce that and kept saying Tim for whatever reason, and there we are. On the in, though, we needed a keeper. We actually have a story to tell. We actually bidded 140 million for Alisson Becker from Liverpool, and they said no. We bidded 80 million for Merritt. They said no. The Matteo Rocci, who we were looking at last season to bring in, who wasn't this good and had a poor year at Bologna. Bologna came from 17th last year and just surviving, the finishing 3rd last year. And you can see only 24 and 38 at 7.02, which is sensational for a goalkeeper. He's got the 16 1-1s, the big handling, the good reflexes, 19 determination. But with that 19 determination, he has got the leading world-class potential of 19 determination. I reckon he'll go into that playing first-team football for Sunderland. For 42 mil, with a few clauses to get up to 60 mil, 66 mil release fee, I think we got him slightly cheaper. I feel like he'd be quite good, and he's been quite good in pre-season. Anyway, we are going to get in this Man City game. What we do need to talk about, though, is the fixtures. Go up to our fixtures. We've got United, Arsenal, Spurs, and Chelsea as our first 4 fixture for this season. I'm actually going to bring you episode 98 and 99 are going to be both these games as double headers. So you can see how we get along in the start of the season, because I feel like it's going to be quite important if we're going to win the league or not this season, if we start well. In terms of season previews, we weren't predicted to finish in the first spot. I believe we were predicted to finish 4th. Man City, Man United, and Liverpool all there. The big news is that Adrian was odds on evens to go and win Golden Boot. In terms of the team, though, I'll want one wonder kid. I have many. I can give you one maybe. Thank you, Kermsey, for the comment though. Matteo there in goals. Moreno, Daniel, Ives, Miranda, Dosek, Arthur, Hallerino, and Nakamura. That's our backup. That's our bench. Kim Jan's not 100% fit. So what we are going to do in terms of people on the bench, Will Burgess will come in and we'll use Van Dijk as the backup centre back. Which one is the best wonder kid for you? Has to be Nicolas Adrien, doesn't it? Record-breaking season, Nicolas Adrien last season. We obviously paid 33 mil for him. He scored 37 goals last season, 39 appearances. I feel like then Nakamura's probably up there too. We got this guy on a free many years ago, and he's great. But I feel like those two have been the best for me so far in terms of wonder kids. Obviously Daniel's world class at the moment. We picked him up from Sounders many years ago for 1.3 mil. And he's quite good. But anyhow, we are going to submit the team and off we go into the Community Shield. Would be nice to win the Community Shield as well. AJ, what food you got? It's in the microwave. I've just microwaved it. I heard the microwave go off a while ago. But we'll eat it in between this game and the next game, which will be Man United. Anyhow, the only person not 100% fit for this is Miranda because he picked up a preseason injury, but he's on his way back. We're keen to avenge what happened to Man City last time. I wouldn't mind winning Community Shield. It's another title to tick off. It only leaves the Cabaret Cup in terms of what we need to do at home. In England. But apart from everything else, will be right. I am going to go and obviously go and man mark certain people. Yeah, everybody knows what I do now with my pressing system. Show people onto the right, onto the left, depending on what side they're on. And just not show them inside, really. Anyhow, let's get into the kickoff. Off we go. It is going to be Manchester City in the blue, us in the black here at Wembley. I haven't been to Wembley in quite a while, ladies and gentlemen. So it's good to be here. I would love another run in the FA Cup as well. Just hasn't materialised since we won the FA Cup. Seem to be getting knocked out by sides that were better than on paper. Anyway, ball's whipped in. Way heads away. That's really nice to say. Way heads away. And anyway, Moreno gets on it. Moreno goes all the way back to Mateo. His first highlight here. He's got decent distribution as well. Ives picks it up into Dosek, who faces forward. Dosek now into Ives. One thing I will say about Mateo, he's not world-class yet. But if we weren't to win the Champions League this season, we were great, good signing. But if we weren't to win it this season, I think that Mateo would grow into a world-class player for the money. And for the money, when we're paying 120 mil for Becker, he's not coming, as the ball gets kicked long. Great distribution from the keeper into Nakamura. Very well worked up from the back. Anyway, Nakamura running forward. Still Nakamura. Looks to Hala. First time on the volley. He's hit the post. Adrian, does he tackle it in? He's offside. Doesn't matter. We can't get there. And it is going to be 0-0. Great team play from us from the back. Highlight from us last season is that we scored a lot of great team goals. As Dosek doesn't face forward, beats it back to Daniel. Daniel now goes long, second line, third line towards Adrian. Do we win it on the press? We do. Adrian does get it on. That's a great ball to Nakamura, and there's numbers racing in back stick for him there. Adrian with the towering header, and it's 1-0 Sunderland. Nicholas Adrian opens his account this season. This game does count towards your goal tally, and he's on his way to try and beat. I reckon he's good for 40. Scored 37 last season. I reckon he can do it there. But can you look at the Turkish League champion, please? Of course we can. We'll just do it after this video for you. Kermanzi 44. I pronounced that wrong. Kerman is what we're going to go with. And we will continue on. Anyway, great header from Adrian. Made a great run from deep after winning the ball as well. And it's 1-0 Sunderland. Can we find a second here? Look, if we can do this to Man City, imagine what we can do to any other team. The favourites for the league. Imagine if we can go out there and just blitz him here in Wembley. Anyway, and no, running forward. There's numbers in front of him. And no, what a ball to Nakamura. First time on the volley. What a save from Edison. Then blocked heroically there by the number 5. Don't know who it was. It was a great block anyway. Great save from Edison too. A player that was interested in coming, but City had no intention of selling. And to be honest, I prefer to have chased Alisson Becker, who still looks great at the moment. And, I think Rochi's going to be quite a good player for us too in the future. So, I feel like we've made a very good signing. Anyhow, we will continue on here as Tadikin's ball in backseat. No one's picked him up. What a save from Rochi! Unfortunately, Elmar on the, rebound does score. Unfortunate from Mateo. It was a great save to his right. Good reactions from the keeper. And unfortunately for us, not what we had in mind. We've been dominating this game. Great save from Rochi as he goes back with the flight of it. And then it gets put in. And there we are. Good, though, from the keeper. Good signs. We have been dominating this game in terms of possession and that. But we haven't, we've actually let them have a few shots now ever since that goal's come in too. Anyway, time is ticking away. 40 minutes played. We have a follow coming in. They are from Kermanzin 44. Thank you for the follow. As Adrian should have scored. He scores now. Is disallowed for offside. Really? Didn't look off. Anyhow, thank you. Get your Alan Parges out. We are now past the follow goal. Up to 404. Anyway. Are you telling me he's interfered with play? Maybe he actually has. Maybe as the block came in. Okay. I was going to say, he's definitely not interfered with the goalkeeper. And I think Valles has been spared because I thought he went to clear it. I don't know. It's a big question. It's a bit iffy, that one there, if he's interfered with play or not. Because I don't think he has, really. Anyway, look. I'm not happy with the performance out there is what I'm going to say. They all look motivated and fired up, and off we go. There's a big talking point. Averill doesn't make my bench because Rojas' form in preseason was great. And obviously, Rojas being 20, wonder kid, could be potentially better than Adrian. 18 pace, 17 acceleration, finishing the first touch. Hello from Russia. Sokrat, I can't pronounce that, as they've scored. How did that happen? We've been all over Man City, but 2-1 down. We can't win the Community Shield. It's not allowed to happen. Anyway, Jose Way with a goal. I don't know how that happened as I was looking at chat. Lays with the ball, headed away by Dioawa, put in. Everyone's missed it and Way's just there and onside apparently. Interesting. 2-1 down. Not what we wanted. Get creative, lads. Can we find that our goal? You know, we've dominated possession. With chances have come, but not willingly. All right, we are going to go and early doors go into the 4-1-2-1-2 because this allows Dossett to go in and this gives us a moment to get Jorge Rojas in. He's actually really good as a pressing forward and I feel like the way we play, a pressing forward is not bad. In terms of double changes, not really need to. We'll leave it as for now and we'll see if we can make another change in a second. 67 minutes play. We will move to more attacking as well. Hopefully we'll be alright. Anyway, to Dink in there with a free kick. Don't go 3-1 down, boys. We could have then too. We've been pretty good in this game. To then go 2-1 down has not been great. They haven't seen too many highlights from Manchester City apart from when they've scored. Anyway, poor corner. Falls Nakamura. He's good with his left foot. What a strike. You don't give Yama Nakamura that much space on top of the box because he will bury it. One touch, took a look, gave the keeper the eyes. Bottom bins. Thank you for coming. There we go. Haller headed away. Poor corner. Way doesn't head it away properly. And great strike. And it's 2-2. We are going to stay on this system. And No's not had his best of game. I'm going to get Dyer into the middle of the park. I would love to give Bob out there, but I don't think this is a game really for Bob. Miranda's not 100% fit. We'll get Van Dijk out there at left back and go like for like. And there we go. We'll go like that. And that will be our last few changes made. In the end, it's a highlight. 82nd minute. Moreno's off. Actually, I say that. He's won the ball there, ref. He's now going to miss the Manchester United game. That is probably the worst outcome of all that. So Moreno's off. Dosso can't really play there, and Dyer can go there. We're not allowed to make 4 changes, are we? We are allowed to make 4 changes. Wow. Get Burgess out there. Go to that. Confirm. That's never a yellow. I didn't think it was a yellow at all. Thought it was a good challenge in the end. We won the ball. Some refereeing decisions that we have out here, and Dyer's come off 2 minutes after coming on. And that's just so we can get the penalties here. We will get the penalties in the Community Shield, and Dyer's maybe not going to be happy with that. But I prefer to have Dosick out there as defensive. Anyway, we do have some really good penalty takers out on the field. I'm going to auto-pick it. So obviously, Nakamura can take one. Adrian's not our best penalty taker, but he scores them in our games. And Dyer's going to kick off, maybe. Haller's not bad. Who's got good composure? Moreno's off. Daniel's got good composure, not the best penalty stat, but Daniel can go first. We'll get Rogers to go 5th. Adrian can go 2nd, and we'll go Haller and Nakamura. We'll probably go Nakamura, then Haller. We probably don't have the best penalty takers on the pitch, do we? Anyhow, we'll go like that. Haller's not bad. Nakamura's okay. Nicholas Adrian takes our penalties in game and scores them. We'll go to the penalties and off we go. Anyway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to win this one? I would actually like to win it. Before he takes it, let's slow it down slightly. Actually, you probably can leave it on the same thing. Off we go. Daniel steps up versus Edison. Edison goes the right way, but Daniel scores 1-0 up. I like that we're shooting first. Diarra, AJ Walker's favourite player in the save. I love this guy, so if he could miss, that'd be great. Mateo, what a penalty. Straight down the guts, never saving it. Right into the top bin of the middle. Adrian scores penalties for fun in the season. Can he score here? Nicholas Adrian, the best striker in European football. Keeper goes the right way, but Adrian slots, and it is 2-1 now. The pressure mounts on Elmar, the 100 million man. He got moved for 101 million to Man City versus Mateo on his debut. Mateo should have saved it, and it is 2-2. All right. Nakamura now. Can he go and score? Yama Nakamura with his sweet left foot versus Edison. Edison goes the right way, but Nakamura with placement over power. Puts it into the bottom bins. We're 3-2 up. Valles has had a shocker of a game. Lucky to still be on the field. Valles versus Mateo. Good penalty, though. Doesn't matter how much of a shocker you made. You're good from the spot, though. 3-3 as Haller steps up. Not our best penalty taker, but I have faith in you, Haller, because you've got good composure. Haller versus Edison. Down the middle she goes, and we are now 3-4 up. Pereira, this would be a great one to save. Come on, Mateo, save this one. Take all the pressure off Rojas, the youngster. Pereira versus Mateo. Good penalty. And now Rojas, with his 17 penalty taking, steps up. Poor time to miss, great time to score, because it makes it sudden death. Rojas now steps up against Edison. Rojas now. He's hit the post. 17 penalty taking. He hits the post on his debut. That's not what you want from this 20-year-old. Matteo to make himself a hero versus Takadine, the Dutch international. Another player that moved for over 100 million to Man City. Hasn't done much for Man City since then. They've finished fourth the last 2 seasons, but they might win the Community Shield, and that's all that matters maybe to Man City supporters. Matteo versus Thing, and there it goes. I would get a little bit more angry if it wasn't the Community Shield, but that hurts because I think that might be that one could be the last time of us trying to win the Community Shield. Would have been nice to add it to, you know, the save, but it's not part of the save. We'll go to the post-match, though, get into the team talk. I'm just going to say it was a good hit-out. Can't find any performance today. It was just one of those days. I'm not going to get too upset at it. We played well enough there to probably roar a point if that was a pre-season game. Roger's Premier League promise. Look, I'm going to attend the press conference as soon as he's suspension. I'll run the dollar on it. My decision was the reason behind how I did that. It was a good debut by the keeper, of course. I don't want to get into too much trouble. We've obviously been banned in the past. Big advocate for using technology. It was only fair, obviously, and Nakamura falls short. But it was good to see for the next Brazilian squad. Anyhow, for everybody there on YouTube, that is going to be the end of episode 97. Thank you for watching episode 97. Is Matteo the right choice? Matteo actually had a very good debut. He probably should have saved the penalty, but didn't. But apart from that, it looked good. For their first goal, made a great save as well. I still reckon we're going to be quite good. We do have the toughest start possible, though. For episode 98, you will see Man United and Arsenal back-to-back. And for episode 99, will be Spurs and Chelsea. I'll see you for those games there in just a second. Twitch chat. For everybody on YouTube, as always, we are live on Twitch. Links in the description below. Come and follow. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up and go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It would have been nice to win the Community Shield there. Unfortunately, it has not happened. If there is another season of Sunderland next season, hopefully we're in that Community Shield again, because I would like to win it at some point in the save. From Damien, from Sunderland, from Bright Lights, thank you and goodbye.